Well, hello all and welcome to Wayne's Allotment. Hope you're all doing well. I must start with an apology, and that is an apology for this video. It was going to be part of other videos that I would have been filming out on the plot, i.e. things like putting the sweet corn out, putting calabrese, putting cauliflower, you know, the usual thing. But I don't know what it is. I've got two new neighbours on the allotment, and they seem to be around there 24/7, or at least one of them is, if the other one isn't, and sometimes they're both there, which is great. That's great to see. It's good to see that some of the ground that has been basically left to go to rack and ruin, for want of a better way of putting it, is being put to good use. But the problem is, when I go round there and I go and I'm filming things, there is no way in a million years I am going to do any filming while there's anybody else out in the vicinity of my plot. Two reasons really. One is that I've tried doing it before, and you set the camera up, and, you know, and it's sort of like, oh, I've got these cauliflowers that I've got to put in, and you're halfway through saying, and all of a sudden somebody shout, "Pardon, did you want some, were you talking to me, was it?" You know, so, and then you try and explain, and it doesn't work. And the other reason as well is, I'm convinced it's an invasion of people's privacy. You're filming away, you're doing your thing, somebody's in the background, and you're accidentally getting them in the shot, but surely you're invading their privacy. I mean, I might be talking rubbish, but you know, that's how I see it. So there's no way that as I've said, in a million years, if somebody's around there, even if I've got everything with me, there's no way I am going to do any filming at all. So I'll apologise for this video. There is a little bit of information in there for somebody. You'll see as you watch it, but sit back and enjoy, and thank you all for watching. Well, I've had a bit of a disaster on the allotment with my carrots. In a previous video, you may have seen that I set up my own carrot bed, because the soil was really nice and fine. I thought this will be a good carrot bed. I set it all up, sowed about three different varieties of carrot, and nothing but weeds have come up. I honestly don't know why. I can't show you it now because I have now cleared it out. I've got it cleared, and I'm going to do a bit of an experiment with it to see whether it's anything within the ground? I don't think so, because last year I grew some French beans in it, I grew some sweet peas, I did some spring onions, so there was a bit of variety there. And that they grew, there were no problem at all. I had masses of flowers off the sweet peas. Spring onions were good, lots of beans off the French beans. So, but carrots, it just doesn't seem to want to support carrots. This year, what I'm going to do with it, which you'll see in a future video, I'm going to put some lettuce in there, probably sow a couple of rows of spring onions direct, just to see if something will, you know, go down that route, just see what we can do with it. So because of the fact that those carrots, nothing came of them, at the moment I am carrotless. But what I'm doing is I'm going to do them in some pots or in some big buckets. I'll show you me sowing my last bucket, and then I'll show you where they are and what I've done when I'm finished. So what you can see there is 35 litre bucket. It's what I'm growing the potatoes in, or growing some of my potatoes in this year. And I'm just doing, for want of a better way of putting it, a random sowing of carrots in 4 of these. I'm doing in here, I'm doing Autumn King 2 in these. I have done these Marion in the other two buckets. So on all that I'm doing, I'll show you, I'm not going to go through all of it, bore you, but just making little indentations and then dropping 3 or 4 seeds into each indentation, and I'll bring you back when I start sowing the seed. So I've got indentations in there. This is the seed, just tip a bit of seed out, and all I'm going to do is just 3 or 4 seeds into each of these indentations. As I say, I honestly don't know why that last why that bit of ground has completely failed me with carrots. I do know 1 or 2 fella plot holders struggle growing carrots. It's something I've never had any real problem with. Now that bit of ground that I'm using was made up from some soil that used to be under a shed. I took the time to sieve it and so on, and for some unknown reason, I don't know why, but although other things have grown in it, as I say, I did some sweet peas, some spring onions, some beans, they've all grown okay in it. For some unknown reason, those carrots just didn't want to know. Put them back in there. That's that, and then all that I'm doing is just covering them over like so, and then not firming it down, just patting it down to make sure compost is in contact with the seed. So I've done that. I'll now show you where they're all going. So there they are. They're just positioned down by the side of the greenhouse here. These two are the Autumn King 2. Those two are those Marion. I've put this netting over here. Yes, a little bit of protection against carrot root fly, but also I'm a cat owner, and you know where I'm coming. These would be ideal litter trays for cats. So I'm putting this netting on to help give them just that little bit of protection, and we'll see how things go from there. So a little bit late with sowing of carrots, but I might do another couple of these yet, and just see how we go with them. I'm in Mother Nature's hands now. For the past 6, 7, maybe 8 years, I've grown a single sunflower in a large tub around the front, out at the front of the house. And probably about the last 3 years, I've used saved seed from the previous year's flower. And I've noticed that, to put it bluntly, they're starting to shrink each year. So this year we've gone fresh seed all round, and I'm going to be putting this. I think this is the one I'm going to put out. I will have a look. I have got some more, but I will have a look round, but I think this is the one. And this is called High Hopes. As its name would suggest, it grows tall. But I have got others here. I've got Russian Giant, Titan as well. So, but some of those will go out onto the allotment. So without further ado, I'll get and sort the tub out around the front of the house, and we'll get one of these High Hope sunflowers potted up. Well, there's the sunflower, High Hopes, out the front in the tub. Hopefully it'll go way up. While I'm out here doing that, I've potted up this tub with some cosmos, some zinnias, and some teddy bear sunflowers. I've also done another little tub with cosmos and zinnias in it. I'll go around the front here, and I'll just turn you around to show you the sweet peas. We've had about 3 lots. What about 3 lots of flowers off these, and there's a few more ready to cut now. So that's it. That's the sunflower all in, ready for Nick's allotment Sunflower Challenge 2021. I don't normally take part in that, but I'm having a go this year, so we'll see how things go. Well, you join me in the greenhouse. I've just been taking off side shoots, taking some of the very bottom leaves off, and tying them up, the ones that need tying. What I'm doing with regards to tying them up, I'm using this Velcro strapping. Just dead simple, works really well, and just attaching them to the canes, keeping them going in the right direction, shall we say. With regards to side shoots, Michelle, I hope those photographs helped you out. Little message, personal message there to somebody. Hope that helped you out. I'll show you while I'm doing this video exactly what I'm on about. I've left, there's a plant in here that I've left a side shoot on deliberately, just so I can show you what's involved. So I'll move you from where you are and I'll show you around. Now then, saying about side shoots, you can see that one there. Now I've left that for a reason. Michelle, I know you'll be watching. I sent you some photographs with regards what to remove. I've left this one on so that you can actually see it in video. and you can see with where the main leaf and the stem, these are the side shoots that just need to be pulled straight off so that you stop getting a bushy plant. As I say, I left that one on just to show you, so I hope that was of some help. And as you can see, flowers coming. There's quite a few flowers coming on these now. Nearly every single one has got a flower head. Watering, I'll just show you what I'm doing with regards my approach to watering with using the bottles. So with regards watering, there's the bottle that is in every single one of these, and all I do is, this is the last plant to be watered. I have watered everything, and it's just a very simple, straightforward process of just going literally right up, there we go, filling that all the way. Doing that means that every single plant in here gets the same amount of water. It's when they're fed, they get the same amount of feed, because I do everything through these bottles. I know some people will water through the root and then feed on the top. I do everything through the bottles. Whether that's right or wrong, don't know, but it seems to work for me. One other thing I want to show you in here while you're here, and I'll have to spin you around for that, so I'll move you in a minute, is cucumbers. As you can see there, first of the cucumbers starting to come. There's lots of flowers, and when you can see, there's lots of flowers, but there's that cucumber, there's another one just started down the bottom. The variety is Perfection, and I'm quite pleased with that. Just noticed another couple of cucumbers coming on it. So yes, that's the first. The other cucumber plant isn't quite as far advanced as this. It's got these smaller flowers on it, but with no fruit off those yet. But I'll spin you around and give you a bit of a handheld tour. Right, I'm in the greenhouse. You've just seen me with regards watering and taking off that one side shoot, but I just thought I'd spin you around and show you how things are doing, what varieties I've got in here. So without further ado, let's go up the back along that line, all the way along the back. They're all Crimson Crush, and as can be seen, flower heads starting to come on them all. Doing quite nicely with those. Some more there. Then coming forward, that is a variety called Sweet Million. Along with that, it's another Sweet Million. That needs tying in. I'll just show you actually what I'm doing with regards tying them in. Just showing you here with regards, there's another little side shoot I'd missed. With regards tying these in, now what I'm using is this Velcro. I got it from a garden centre, and you just cut it into whatever length pieces you want, and it's very simple. Put it around the back of the plant, around the cane. Simple as that. Very straightforward. So that's another one tied in. There's another side shoot there to take out. I'll try and take them out as quickly and as soon as I see them. Right, I'll give you a bit of a whiz round as to what I'm growing and where. Okay, so in here we've not got so many tomato plants. We've got Crimson Crush. Those three are Crimson Crush. We've got a couple of cucumber plants here. The variety is Luxury. These two tomato plants at the back there, those two, just originate from Italy. I've got a work colleague who's of Italian descent, and he grows these. Apparently when his granddad came over to this country shortly after the Second World War, he used to work in a port, or he used to work in the port of Civitavecchia, and he brought this seed over with him of these tomatoes, and they've been grown every year. They save seed and then grow and so on, and he offered me a couple of plants, and so it'll be interesting to see how they go. I must admit, stories like that really fascinate me, you know, to think that somebody's gone to the trouble and the effort of trying to keep a line of tomatoes going, a bit like I'm doing with that brand, that Bacardi. Save a few seeds every year, grow them on. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see how they do. That's quite a little fascinating story with that. How true it is, I don't know. It could be it could be absolute bunkum. But and also in here, besides those tomatoes, there's cucumber called Luxury. There's one just behind the camera there. And I've also got my peppers, and they're all numbered. That's those two there, a basket of fire. That's number 10 down there. Let's have a look. I've got a list here. Number 10, that's called mixed sweet pea, sweet pepper, not pea. Number 8 that you can see there, that is Mini Bell. There's a number 7 there, which I think is a lunchbox. No, number 2 is lunchbox. Number 7 is Sweetona. But as you can see there, there's quite an array. I have said in the past about with the basket of fire not growing them before. Wrong. I was looking on, let me turn myself around a bit. I was looking on one of my old videos, or looking back at some of my old videos, and I think one of the first videos I ever put up, it's about 6 years ago now, and I was growing basket of fire. Now I didn't realise that. Well, two things I didn't realise. I didn't realise that I've been putting videos up for 6 years, and I also didn't realise that I'd grown basket of fire before. But yeah, that's a bit of an overview of what's going on in here. As you can see, there's obviously a lot more room. With regards to watering, these have been watered, and what I do is this can is enough for these. And once I've watered these, I then fill that up with water as it now is. It then stays in here so that it gets to an ambient temperature within the greenhouse. Well, that's it for this one. Thank you all very much for watching. Really is very much appreciated. And if you're new to my channel, you might have learnt something from that little bit of video there with regards to tomatoes. And if so, then I'm glad I've been of some help. Please like, comment and subscribe. I think the next video is going to have to be a plot tour, because you're all quite a way behind what I'm actually doing at the moment, because I've got things like I've got some more Calabrese, some Iron Man, that's got to go out. I've then got some winter cabbage and purple sprouting broccoli that's got to go out, so that's going to have to go in. So I might be able to film putting some of that in as well. And I think I've had a bit of a think already with regards the plot, and if people are about. I think the best thing for me to do is to just let them know that I've got a YouTube channel, that I do videos, and I'll do all that I can to make sure I don't include them in the video. and we'll just go from there. Simple as that. I think that's the best thing to do. So as I say, thank you all very much for watching. Really is very much appreciated. These videos by no way are anything like a how-to type video. All as this is me showing you what I'm growing, how I go about it, rightly or wrongly. It's, shall we say, it's just to entertain you all out there in one way or another. So until the next time, be good, look after yourselves, look out for each other, and I'll see you in the next one. Ta-ra a bit.